Standing on the corner, but not in Winslow, Arizona, in Galena, Kansas, on Route 66. Another quaint little town of Route 66. Heading over to that Texaco. So it looks like this Texaco is a souvenir shop. And I don't know my car movies too well. So is that Doc Hudson, Jerry? It's a Hudson. May have to go home tonight and watch the Cars movie again. Or let's see, is there 2 of them? 3? I've lost count. I'm more of a Monsters Inc., but I'm also a Route 66 fan, so I better do some catch up on my Cars movies.
So when we got this place in October 2018, if it was raining out there, it was raining in here. So we literally had to take it down to walls. So we put the new roof on, we took it out in the back, which used to be a forest. So the doorway there, which I'll take you through in a second, was boarded off on one side and it was a forest on the other side. You literally could not get to that door.
Oh, just shut it.
So when we put the new roof on, I thought it would look cool, covered in license plates.
That is cool.
So I was buying tags. The number 2 tag up there says Z66. I was buying tags from him. His name is Patrick Zeller. He goes Z for Zeller with 66. I said, Patrick, you're on to something, sign this. Every tag up here has been gifted to us by travelers. We have dedications to loved ones, lost cars, road trips. We have the Circle of Marriage up here, as in there's a 1970 Kansas. That's a dedication to his wedding in 1970. There's a Wisconsin one just over the wall there. They were on their honeymoon and pulled it off their front bumper. Unless you're in Wisconsin listening to this, which case it fell off. There's a Kentucky one. They're on their 20th anniversary.
Oh, wow.
This Illinois one right here, she just got divorced, was moving from Illinois to Arizona, so she signed it to divorce New Journeys and her mom. So we literally have a little bit of everything. International, Australia, South Australia, Belgium, Ireland, Newfoundland, Guam, Quebec,
Wow.
Germany, France, Spain. It's really, really quite neat up here. Our fireplace is a 1933 Chevy that we cut out of the woods. I'm doing my best to get Kelly in the picture. No. Our open door on the sidewalk is the door that was with this 1933 Chevy. So we had people say they couldn't tell if we're open, so we made a unique open door.
An open
That's
door.
kind of a photo op out there. But through here is where we're building our restroom. Our restroom is not quite done, but it is very unique.
Uh-oh. Okay, we gotta see. Is it better than Buc-ee's?
Well, I'm hoping so. We'll see. I'll let you decide.
Oh, wow.
So I wanted a pink mid-century, so we have a pink mid-century toilet. Could not find the tiles that match the color. Beggars can't be choosers, so I did the best I could. My divider between the toilet and the urinal is 1930s Model A Ford Hood sides. Our urinal is a funnel that's been powder coated. We're going to mount those to the floor so you guys know where to put their feet. That is going to be the flush. So the way you get guys to flush is you make it fun. So they will hit the foot-shaped gas pedal to flush the toilet. A nice shiny water line is going to come up into this old Texaco oil can, where that hose is going to come out into the funnel so it looks like water being poured into, or not water, oil being poured into the funnel. And then it was a traveler that said you need to have t-shirts. So we're going to have t-shirts that said I hit the funnel at Gearhead Curios. But we have some fun female friends that said, what if I hit the funnel? So right here you have to envision a little dispenser with disposable shiwis. So if you're not familiar, a shiwi is a device that lets the ladies stand up. So the ladies can put their feet in there, stand and use the funnel, hit the gas pedal, and buy a t-shirt. Yesterday, the day before, a lady was in here and goes, well, if I do that, I want to ring a bell. I want something, bang, 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 I hit the funnel. So then she went from a bell to one of those brass horns, horns, and I think I've got one of those at the house. So we may have a horn that they get to honk. And then this old oil drain basin is the sink. Brass gas pump nozzle is going to be the faucet. The mirror is out of my 58 Ford. It's a radiator.
Oh, wow.
The tires that were in my 58 Ford the day I found this place are the tires that the big boy statue outside is holding. That's a 59 Ford valve cover, an air cleaner cover, 1930s headlight buckets, and when we find the right tailgate, a tailgate will be mounted here for your baby changing station.
That is cool.
When you ask to use the restroom, I will hand you a hubcap with the restroom key. So like the 1970s, when you got to sit there and try to unlock the door with the hubcap, and then you open it up and see this, and you yell to whoever you're traveling with, come check this out, and forget you have to pee.
That is cool. That's cool. Wow. I think you got it right. Better than Buc-ee's.
All right, well, thank you. Better than Bucks.
Thank you so much for the tour.
Yeah.
You like those? Not yet. Okay. So I'm a little nervous in here.
And I don't know if you saw our flag outside.
No, I didn't.
Around the corner from the big boy is our American flag. It is 169 Kansas license plates that makes up the American flag, illuminated by a red, white, and blue motorcycle helmet with LED lights in them.
Okay. I
So
didn't
those
see
helmets
that.
look very similar.
Oh.
These are motorcycle helmets, gas pump nozzle lights, and then a unique function that we have that a lot of places don't have is when you're in here, you breathe better because we have filtered air. You can see the air being filtered with the ceiling fans.
Filtered air. You saw it here first. That is so cool.
So in case you can't tell, we're having fun.
Yes, and that's what I like about it. The atmosphere is fun
We're
and
just-
inviting.
And whenever I finally get my renovations done and the gift shop is in the center and this is more of a lounge lobby area, I've actually got 2 barbershop chairs. My butt's going to be parked in one, and I'll have some other chairs here. So first come, first serve, whoever gets the next barbershop chair. We're not cutting hair, we're just going to be sitting in the chairs.
That's
They're
awesome.
from all over the world now, but they're
Awesome.
they have different like
How much for
some
the pin?
people are,
Pins are
somebody
set.
somebody who's lost or road trip dedication.
And I can do cash or card. I
Or
think she's got my
dedications
book
to
notes right here.
anniversaries, honeymoons. We have a dedication there. with divorce. I mean, why not? You have the whole right.
All right, this is the American flag he was talking about, made out of Kansas license plates. And the motorcycle helmets, which are your evening night lights. A very cool shop here in Galena, Kansas. Very friendly people. Just an awesome time in that souvenir shop with them. You can tell that it's a love and a passion that they have, and that they're excited. They're excited to open this up to the public. They're excited for people to come in. So if you're ever in Galena, Kansas, you've got to check this out because they have a lot of nice items, nice Route 66 items in this shop. And here is the open door. That he was talking about inside the shop there. So Jerry, this is an open door.
Open door.
Very fun, worthwhile experience. Okay, I don't think I got this part on film. He was talking about that this is an original Hudson. So it's just not a picture prop. It's original Hudson automobile. And the color of the Hudson has always been blue. I don't know where Jerry got black, but he's always been blue. It seems like no matter how hard I try, I just can't seem to keep Jerry out of trouble. Now he's wound up in the Galena City Jail. What did you do this time?
I listened to my wife.
Uh-oh. Hasn't somebody taught you not to do that? Hasn't experience taught you?
Yes, experience has taught me. Do not listen to your wife.
You better. Okay, I'm gonna bust you out. This looks like it would be a very neat little Mexican restaurant here in downtown Galena, Kansas, and no matter where I go, seems like I always find something Disney. Earlier today we stopped at an antique store and I found a very beautiful Mickey Mouse 3D wooden picture. I'll try to insert a picture here of it. I love the old tiles where it advertises, I think that's somebody's private apartment now, but it advertises what used to be the National Bank. I'm thinking, I don't know if down there's where Tomato and the rest of the cars are at, but we may need to go back and get our car and map it out, because that's a pretty long walk downhill if that's not where they're at. And look, here's an old mural. They sold, all I can make out of it is candies and soda water. I don't know what the rest of it said. This is South Main Street and 4th. Okay, I have been here before in previous videos. Looks like they're doing some remodeling work. So they're not open right now, but that's okay. You can check out one of my previous videos on this establishment. But since I was in town, I wanted to come by and see Tomato. And I believe that one right there is the original inspiration for Tomato. Here's a picture right here in the window. So here you see in 2001, Joe Rantz, Pixar's head of story, is shown looking at Galena's old boom truck for inspiration. He later created the Tomato character for the film Cars. Joe lost his life in a California automobile accident in 2005, and the movie Cars was dedicated to his memory. Get her done. Larry the Cable Guy, the voice of Tomato, signed the dashboard cover, the glove box, that's what it's called. I had to think there for a second. The glove box out of this particular old boom truck, which is sitting right here. So here in Galena, Kansas, the birthplace of Tomato. This is the truck he was looking at in that photo. And later, this is what became known as Tomato, this type of wrecker here. Just a interesting story. Looks like he's losing his eyes. This Galena sun will get to you that way. Better get you some shades. historic byway, Kansas 66. Okay, so just over from the tomato trucks, we have Luigi's Pit Stop. And you see the tip tractors for tractor tipping. You see photo ops for Fillmore, and yes, Toto, there is a Route 66. And you see Dean Crazy Legs Walker. And in a previous video, I got to talk with Dean Crazy Legs Walker. Pretty good rendition of him. He's able to turn his legs completely backward. You can see that live and in person on my video featuring the inspiration for Tomater. If you look that video up, if I have time, I will try to post it in the link. But we did meet him live and in person. And a tribute to our veterans here. Santa Monica, the end of the trail. You have the sheriff's car here. That's the one that I bet Jerry was thinking of with being black. And back here, it doesn't look too much like the vehicle I know as being the one for cars, and I can't even think of his name, the main character. Man, I'm bad on my Cars movie. I enjoy seeing this stuff, but I can't think of what's his name. May have to ask Jerry in the car if he remembers. I see some kind of autograph on this car. I'm not sure what that says. I'm going to take a picture and see if I can zoom in on it on my phone. Okay, I didn't have to take a picture. If I had just read the sign, it would said signed by the voice of the sheriff himself on the driver's side door. It's dedicated to Michael Wallace. So the voice of the sheriff's car. There is a donation box, and I believe it's always good if you can to keep these places around. So it's always nice to try to leave a donation. And here's a wide angle view of this little pit stop. And I want to be sure to point out that this building and photo ops was brought to you by the Kansas Historic Route 66 Association. It says please share all photos with our Facebook page at KS History. Okay, let's start this over. KS Historic Route 66. You better watch how you say that. And looks like they have their own Route 66 wall here. Let's sign it. Pin provided. And we're going to put Sooner Girl Travels. YouTube. There we go. We were here. Oh, maybe we should date it. Let's see, what month is this? This is 5/7/23. Okay, it took both of us, but it's Lightning McQueen. That's the car's name.